Okay, Una, even though I've been involved with Near FM for a long time, today is actually my first time to do an interview with your organisation, Enable Ireland.
Okay.
I got in touch with you mainly because I have an interest in your closed bank section of your work, and I know you have some news in this area as well. Can you start off by telling me, Una, first who Enable Ireland are, and then give me a bit of a summary on the history of your closed bank section of your work, please?
Absolutely, that's no problem, Darren. Enable Ireland provide disability services to over 13,000 children and adults with physical, sensory and intellectual disabilities in 14 counties. We have clothing banks and locations across the country, roughly since about the mid-90s. I think the first one we had was in Superquin in Sutton, and that was organised by the late Senator Fergal Quinn. And every year, because of these textile banks, we are able to recycle over 2,000 tonnes of donated clothing via our network of banks. And there's a couple of reasons for that. This extends the life of the garments and it prevents clothing as well from going to landfill waste. We try to be continuously very sustainable, and we adopt a greener way of living. And all customers can donate pre-loved items to our network of we have over 203 banks, including the recent addition of 56 textile banks in Dublin City Council sites.
Yeah, I imagine that your closed banks are an important and valued part of your work in general with Enable Ireland, are they?
Oh, they are indeed, yeah. The donations are crucial to the sustainability of our supply chain, and they're a critical source of income for our disability services. 100% of the profits in all our stores go directly into supporting our services. So, for example, once a donation is received, our staff sort the clothing into different grades, depending on garment type, condition, style and fabric. And then obviously if something is out of season, we hold that aside, making sure that it's good quality, and we resell it at the appropriate time of year. And all of the clothing donations are then sold in all of our network of shops. We have 28 charity shops and homeware shops nationwide, as well as through some online platforms. We use Vinted and eBay. And I suppose the majority of the clothing donated to our local shops is sold in the same shops, and that's really important because we are very much a part of the community. And so when we get a donation, we like to get the best quality donation and sell it in the local shop, helping the local economy.
Okay, I'm not saying necessarily with your closed banks in Enable Ireland, but I've heard over the years that there have been some complaints around Ireland into how some closed banks are managed. Is there a difference into how the Enable Ireland closed banks are run?
Well, if we talk about the Dublin City Council ones, these are serviced daily. We were very lucky to win the tender. We applied for the tender. We submitted all the details and we were lucky enough to win it. So the 56 textile banks in Dublin City Council sites, we have just taken them on since mid-April. But we would have a very robust service agreement with Dublin City Council, and we take pride in servicing all textile banks and making sure the environment is clean and safe for everybody to donate.